Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Where in the last episode, we wrapped up chapter 1. We're about to dive back in for more. And the story continues in Ruan at night with Blue Blanche. And so, the fete comes to an end, but the passion it left in my heart still burns within me. My only solace is to wait in the pale moonlight for the cool breeze of the sea to still my heated blood. Sorry to make you wait. Perfect timing. You really are perfectly punctual, my friend. It would not hurt you to learn to be fashionably late, you know? Sorry, but punctual is what I am. Now, what is your report? Oh, let us not be boorish and hurry so, yes? This has been a grand evening. Allow me to savor it a little longer. Really? I'll take that as a report of, I really like them then. Like? The lovely princess has stolen even more of my heart. It's a miracle I yet live, I tell you. What's more, I met a rival in the arena of beauty and aesthetics. A rival? Me! I shall be quite busy these next few weeks, I think. You really are hopeless. You're welcome to pursue your hobbies, but do not let it interfere with the plan. You need not worry on that score, my friends. On that note, here, take it. Very good. So, how did your experiments go? Yes, call it a 90% success rate or so. The hologram projector can accurately project for many hundreds of selj. The first 2 or so projections were miserable failures, I'm afraid. After the third, however, the device worked flawlessly. So, some cause for concern, but not much. It does function. I'll report to the professor at once. That gospel. Truly, it is far beyond contemporary technology, and I don't simply mean its ability to negate orbments. I know it was made by the 13 factories, but how, exactly, does it work? I'm not sure. I'm not privy to the details. According to the professor, these phenomena are just the tip of a miracle. Ooh, so it's the stuff of miracles, is it? Miracles are the providence of she who dwells above alone. What does he mean, I wonder? Regardless, a few more experiments should make the potential of the Gospels clear. With that... Oh, we've had a number of unexpected actors coming onto the stage this night. How shall this cameo end, I wonder? That's up to how our hidden mouse responds. Indeed. Come now, mouse. Cry for us. Hey. I'm not sure who that little mouse is, but your life is spared, it seems. Thank Adios for your life, rodent. Bring on the beer. Can't drink no more. Damn it, I coulda. Damn. Father Kevin, huh? They're your little old rodents. Alright, Father Kevin. Skater boy priest. Oh, okay. Thank you, Adios, saints, and anyone else I'm forgetting for saving your humble servant. A like I need to be told to give praise to the goddess. Oh, monsters, though. So those are the enforcers of Ouroboros, huh? Apparently so, as we go into Chapter 2, The Raging Lands. Ooh, that sets the stage. But we're back in Ruan, sun is shining, we're dancing about, and we're getting ready to head to Size. Okay, we're off to Size. Anyone have anything else they want to do before we go? Don't think so. Unless you can think of anything, let's book. I can think of one piece of business. Where did Miss Dorothy go? She disappeared quite suddenly, and I'm curious as to where she could have gone. I think she went to go see Niall in the hotel. That's a good point. I think we should go say hi and thanks before we leave Ruan. Yes, I think so too. We owe Dorothy our lives, really. I wanted to say goodbye to Matron Teresa and the children before we left as well, but I tried calling them from the guild a minute ago, and I think they're out. They are? Aw. I wanted to say goodbye too. Hey, we can write them a letter when we get to Size. We'll get a kick out of it. Worst comes to worst, ain't too hard to get back here. Yes, that's true. I'll write them then. Hey, we'll write them. I want in too. Huh. Well, come, my friends. Let us away. To the pulsing heart of the orbital revolution and seat of geniuses. Indeed. But before we leave Ruan, there are some business around town we want to wrap up, as per usual. If we go back to the Bracer Guild, check the board, what do you know? Recruiting great gamblers. That's me. Persons confident in their gambling ability, come ASAP to the first floor of the Lavantar Casino and Bar. Lakeisha. Alright. Maybe we will. Let's do that straight away, why not? Lakeisha. May we have a moment? You wouldn't happen to be Lakeisha, would you? Yes, I'm Lakeisha. Oh, are you the Bracers? Yep, we saw the posting. Oh, good. You know a little bit of what's going on at least. Are you all set? I'd like to go over the details. Sure. Yeah, of course it's okay. So, what can we do for you? What I'd like to ask of you is very simple. Do something, anything, to make my husband lose at gambling. What? That's it? Win in a game of chance, is it? A most intriguing request. You heard me right. I don't care what game, just please win against my husband. He's always been the type to get so wrapped up in whatever it is he's doing that he doesn't know when to stop. I mean, really? He gets a few wins in at the casino and suddenly he's convinced he's a pro gambler. And I know that one-track mind of his. If he says he wants to turn pro, anything I say is in one ear and out the other. So I'd like you to nip that in the bud before things go that far. I see. Family circumstances, huh? Looks like you got it rough. No, I was naive. I should have just refused when he suggested a casino trip. No point in complaining now. Here, let me give you 1,000 mira as a wager. If you wager this all on one bet, I'm sure my husband will take you up. I sure hope so. Is your husband upstairs at the casino right now? Yes, he's made himself nice and comfortable up there. Last I saw, I was playing cards. Felio's his name. Understood. Check the card tables. Do me a favor and don't hold back. Make sure he loses decisively. Is there anything else I can help you with? Any questions? We're okay, I think. You've covered all the basics. The real question is, how do we win the match? I mean, gambling's ultimately luck, isn't it? Yeah, but letting that luck live or killing it takes skill. Whether we can win or not depends on your match. Strategy is the key, to be more precise. Guess we're in for some fun times. If strategy's what you're worried about, you'll be fine. My husband is a total amateur. He's terrible at lying. Every thought that crosses his mind is written on his face, plain as day. He's not normally the kind of person well suited to gambling. Really?
Hearing that makes me feel a little bit more confident. Maybe. Alright, let's do this thing.
That's the spirit. Nobody's ever won a game by acting like a sore loser before the match even started.
I'm in your corner, you guys. Now get up there and knock my husband down a few pegs.
Paid to gamble? Alright.
What a charming little casino. Its equipment looks brand new. Was this established recently? In a way, it just reopened after renovations during the birthday celebration.
Hey, now that I think about it, it was being worked on last time.
I see. So where is our high-rolling target?
Right. His wife said it'd be at the card tables.
Huh. Bingo.
All right, come on, come on. There it is, Jack. Oh, this power on the draw. I feel invincible.
It is your win, sir.
Know that you fought well, my good man. I'm afraid you just had the wrong opponents.
Yep, he's exactly as she said. That's gotta be him.
Quick, let's talk to him. If you waste any time, he's bound to get wrapped up in another match.
Ah, right.
Okay, hit me again. Huh? What's up with you guys?
We've heard you know your way around a card game, mister. So we'd like to challenge you.
Challenge? Me? Alright, I'll bite. Question is, do you have the mirror? I'm not taking any cheap bets.
A wager's 1,000 mira. Rich enough for you?
That's a mighty wager. Fearless, aren't ya? Fine, I'll take you guys on. Okay, so which one of you's gonna be my opponent? Or maybe all three of you want to have a piece of the Felly Master at the same time. That works too. I'm feeling lucky.
All at once is a bit crazy. We're not playing old maid here.
In that case, good customers, how would you like to try a variant of poker? There are a few that allow a match to be settled over several rounds.
That sounds like just what we're looking for.
I'll say, what are the rules?
Both sides choose a lineup of contenders and settle the match over 3 rounds. Each round is normal poker, and the first team to win one match wins. However, your team can only fold one time. If one team member folds, the rest have no choice but to challenge.
And it's 3-round match, huh? Simple, quick, elegant. I like it. Only problem now is that there's 4 of you.
It's not like all 4 of us need to play. One of us can sit this one out.
That's perfect, actually. If I can, I'd like to be the one to sit out.
You're sure, Chloe?
Students are forbidden to gamble by school rules. I don't want you to think I'm trying to skip out on our job, but it is kind of awkward for me.
No, I get where you're coming from. Gambling's not exactly a healthy part of your daily balanced school curriculum. We can handle it from here. Let's take a load off.
Sorry for the mix-up. And then there were 3. We're well on the road to a climactic 3-round match. Not that it would matter if there were 4 or even 5 matches. I'd win them all anyway.
Are you satisfied with the rules as I explained them?
Yeah, I'm okay with them.
Sure, we don't mind either. Well then, allow me a few moments to make preparations. During that time, good guests, please decide the order of your matches.
Order? So who's gonna go first and stuff? That shouldn't take us too long.
Thank you very much.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Alright, order time. How do we want to do this?
Might I suggest that we pick based on our gambling prowess?
Full disclosure, guys. I have, 0 confidence in my card skills. I always lost to Joshua.
It's been a while since I left gambling behind myself. But hey, this contest is all willpower. I can make do. How about you?
Worry not. I'm a man who's rife with confidence in my card game. Leave the center to me, for I am certain I can play it well.
I'm good with that.
That's one down. Olivier second. It's between me and you now, Agate.
I'll go first. You take the ends.
What? Why are you picking for me?
He who strikes with all his might first wins, yes? In other words, he plans to settle things before you come into play.
Exactly. Ain't no deep meaning in the order anyway. Basically, we just gotta win.
Well, sure, but the pressure's on if it ends up going to the third round.
I've finished preparing for the match. Is everyone ready to begin? Poker face is on, comrades.
Alright, let's do this.
Good luck, Estelle.
Yeah, thanks. Come on, Estelle. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Are we not underage? Is there no... I don't know how liberal works with gambling laws, okay?
This marks the first round of 3. Poker rules in this region are as standard. However, there is a hierarchy among suits. The strongest is spades, followed by hearts, diamonds, and finally clubs. I will now begin dealing your cards.
Alright, what we got here?
Ugh, this is bad. Maybe I could try aiming for a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight. Honestly, the odds aren't great.
My lucky streak strikes again. My first round, and I've already got a great hand. Man, I've got this in the bag.
He must have a really good hand.
If that truly were the case, I can assure you that he'd be much quieter about it. Remember, you can't challenge an opponent who chooses to fold.
Good point.
Time to start this thing off. Do I aim big? Should I aim low?
We are going to keep the king and swap the other cards.
One way or another, the odds aren't all that great. This is just a start, though. Should go for the safest bet I got.
Would you like to change cards?
Yeah, 4 cards.
And you, sir? I'll change 3.
Okay, how'd that turn out? Damn, worthless hand all around.
Agate's face hasn't even twitched. He's so still. Yes, quite the poker face indeed. A virile man such as he simply begs for my affections by furrowing his brow so pointedly. Yes, fell right into my hand while I was waiting. Come, good challenger, come at me anytime.
He's certainly confident. I wonder how much of that is a bluff.
I got nothing right now. I could bluff my way out of this, but if he calls it, we're done for. Do I push or do I pull back?
Come on, all or nothing. We gotta challenge him.
Huh. Folds? Me? Fat chance I'd ever choose to fold.
Would you like to challenge him?
Yeah, of course. I'll challenge here.
Are you sure? I've got like a really great hand, so...
You sure yap a lot, you bastard. I said I'll challenge you. Shut up and decide if you'll take it or not.
What will you do, sir? What to do? I bet I could win with this hand, so I'll... What?
Oh.
Yeep! I fold! I'll fold, just please don't do anything to me.
Hey, he said he's folding.
Pardon? Yes, so he did. With that, sir, I'm afraid you can no longer fold starting with the next rounds. That was so scary.
Whoa, Felio folded. Well, it might be more accurate to say he got folded.
How very like agates.
Nice work, Agate. Now I know why you said you'd challenge him with willpower. Not only did you actually do it, you pulled through and won. Gotta admit, I'm impressed. And kinda stunned.
Yes, your recovery was remarkable. Your position was looking very dangerous for a moment there.
Yeah, I managed to work it out. Still, we haven't won yet. Make sure you guys are ready for the rest.
That's true. We won the first match, but it only takes one win from him for us to lose the bet.
I may need the courage to stand down if the situation called for it, in other words.
Sirs, are you prepared for the next match?
That's my cue. May Lady Luck favor me with her grace.
Counting on you.
After all the talking you did, I am so not gonna go easy on you if you lose.
I will now begin dealing your cards. Ooh. My, only a pair of 4s. A rather uninspiring hand. Here? No, it might come here.
He seems kinda hesitant.
Yes, his expression is different.
You might have a good hand.
Now, what to do? Should I reach my hand out or distract my foe? Either or would make for a worthy spectacle.
So, we either exchange all the cards, leaving the pair. We exchange one card, leaving the pair. I don't think it matters. Let's try to keep the pair.
I should play it straight here.
Will you be changing cards?
I will. 3 cards, please.
You, sir?
I'll take 2 cards. How did it turn out? 2 pair. Enough to challenge on.
Man, I can't read his face at all. What the heck are you thinking, Olivier?
He has a surprisingly strong poker face, doesn't he? Alright. Yeah, I'm okay.
He seems awfully subdued compared to before. I guess some kind of big hands?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too now.
The way he's quieted down is quite disturbing. Now then, what should I do?
It's too scary.
Our foe's already folded once, so he will have to challenge this time. It's dangerous to corner an already wounded beast.
Will you challenge?
No, I'll fold. It takes cunning to know when retreat becomes the more respectable strategy.
Folded, did you?
Oh, you seem quite disappointed. If I wasted a good hand of yours, then may you have my most heartfelt apologies.
No, it's nothing like that. I didn't have much of a hand either. As for the next round, neither side will be able to fold.
Would you look at that? He folded!
Probably figured out his opponent had the better hands.
I've returned, my loves. Did you see? My calm and expert assessment of the situation was flawless.
But did Felio really have a good hand? If you'd challenged, you might have won.
I'd say it is almost a certainty that he had a much stronger hand than mine. Methinks, if I had challenged, I'd be swimming in a sea of tears by now.
Don't you think that's a wee bit dramatic?
Now that both sides have folded, neither of us can back down from the final rounds.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna settle this nice and clean in the next match.
Yeah, well, wait. Next match is my match, isn't it?
Kinda late for you to act clueless now.
Our fate is in your hands, Estelle. I shall pray for your victory with all my strength.
Pray, huh? That doesn't necessarily mean the hand of my dreams will come.
Oh, but what if it does?
But what? What's going on in your twisted mind now?
Estelle, if I could provide a word of advice, If you're ever uncertain of which cards to choose, you may be better off simply tossing them to the winds. The thoughts reminds me of a popular saying which illustrates my point beautifully. It's easier to rebake a cake than to recoat the frosting.
Popular, my ass. You just made it up. Still, why tell me any of this?
Just a hunch. Keep it at the back of your mind during your match, won't you?
Are you ready for your final match? Hey, it's about that time.
I pray Adios grant you victory, Estelle.
Sure, thanks. Something's bothering me.
You are both prepared, I hope. We will now begin the final match.
What we got?
Whole lot of nothing.
A kind of awkward draw. I don't have a hand now, but I could try to aim for a flush. How's Felio acting this time?
I've got it. It's here. Could it be? No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it, really. Oh, what a cruddy hand. Oh man, I'm done for.
He's changed his tune.
Yeah, it looks like he's got something worthwhile.
Now, how will you proceed in turn, Estelle? I hope my advice fell on willing ears.
This is bad. Felio looks like he's at the top of his game. Even if I complete the flush, he might come out with an even better hand. The hand I've got, though, there's not much more I can aim for outside of that flush. Something in my gut's telling me to just go with what Olivier said. Throw all my cards out and start fresh.
Do we aim for the diamond flush? Do we exchange all the cards? Well, Olivier's been hinting at it. Let's throw caution to the wind.
Even if I finish the flush, he's got something better. There's no point. Never thought I'd say this. Will you win, Olivier?
Will you be changing your cards?
Yeah. All 5 cards. Okay. No turning back, Olivier.
Well played, Estelle.
And you, sir?
I'll just swap one.
What is he doing?
Olivier blew in the dealer's ear? What on earth are you doing?
My apologies. I simply couldn't endure the anxiety of the moment. The tension escaped me, so to speak. I feel much calmer now, thanks to your assistance.
You idiot!
If you're satisfied, then, step back, please. I can't proceed with the game until you do.
Oh, my apologies. If you'll pardon me.
He's an idiot. I'm the bigger idiot for actually believing in him.
Well then, resuming as we were. You wish to exchange your entire hand, correct, miss?
Yeah, all 5.
And here, 1 card for you.
All right, come on.
Do you have your cards? Now, if you would, please show your hands.
Okay, I'll show first. All right. Come on. Come, please. Oh, damn. It really did come. Look at this. It's a royal straight flush. A royal something, or is that the strongest hand?
Whoa. That hand of all things. The odds of that are next to nothing.
It'll be hard to win against that hand.
Are you sure about that? Huh?
Please show your hand as well, miss.
The conclusion of a match is never known until the last card is on the table.
Yeah, I'll show. Not much of a point when I'm up against a hand like that, but rules are rules. Huh, that's a pretty one-sided hand. This... No way! A spade royal flush?
It certainly is decisive. Ah, but you have spades. In that case, your hand trumps Felios.
You're kidding me.
This match is yours, miss.
We won? We won! Woohoo! We won!
Please check your wager. 2,000 frickin' Mira.
We won? What a splendid turn of events. What is it, Agate?
Huh, I see. That's why we're acting so shady.
Come now, whatever could you mean?
Well, whatever. I'll pretend I didn't see it. That's why we won, so you won't see me complaining.
Always a pleasure to be at your service.
Sorry for holding things up. Let's go report to the clients. You guys? Why are you gazing at each other like that?
Isn't it obvious? Agate was so moved by my gallantry in the second round that he's been dying to make a move on me ever since.
What the? Stop spouting random crap, you dumbass!
Come now, my red-maned beau. There's no reason to hide your feelings. Or are we playing hard to get? Oh, Agate, you shy little boy!
Don't listen to him. Come on, let's go downstairs and report to the clients. Oh boy.
Really? Oh, you really beat my husband.
Yeah, it was rough, but we took him down.
Here's your wager back. Your 1,000 Miras doubled to 2,000.
Oh, that's fine. You can have that. Think of it as making up for how cheap the job pay was.
Huh? Are you sure? I mean, I'm grateful, but, you know. Sure what we did is enough? I don't know if your husband will learn his lesson just because he lost against us.
Even if he doesn't, I'm sure the casino will finish the job. They're professionals in their own right, after all. There's no way they'll let my husband keep on this winning streak of his.
Huh, true enough. In that case, we'll be moving on. That okay?
Yes, it's fine. You've done more than enough. I'm amazed you took a bizarre request like this as seriously as you did, but you guys have been true professionals. You've done the Bracer Guild's reputation justice in my eyes.
Thanks. We're just doing our job, but it feels awfully good to hear you say that.
If anything else happens, I'll be sure to look you guys up.
Yeah, come to us anytime.
Quest recruiting great gamblers completed. Whew. All right, we got through it with a little help from Olivier.
Really, thanks for today. If anything else happens, I'll be sure to look you guys up.
You should. How is things up here, though?
This loss is but a small stepping stone on my path to glory. This is nothing. Time to win a bunch and earn it all back.
Dude, should we try our hands? While the luck's... No. Learn from Felio. We'll be back for that 4 of a kind in poker some other time. Just wanted to see if anybody was chilling out here. They were not. In which case, we're going back down.
Oh. I hired a part-timer who gambled away too much at the casino. Works out for me too. I could use an extra hand around here.
Dude, that's great. Alan, right?
I lost all my travel money to go home at the casino. So I ended up having to take on a part-time job here.
That's amazing. Speaking of amazing, these meatballs, they're quite something. And they're the only dish that I forgot to cook after the first chapter. So, I'm gonna make some more perilous meatballs right here. Very good. That brings us to 15 dishes made, which is the max for that chapter. We've also checked 72 chests, which is also the max for that chapter. And same with our BP. So we're doing well, basically. let's go say bye to Dorothy and Niall. Hey, have you seen them?
Our hotel's room service extends to taking orders from local dining establishments. One of our proud services is to allow you to enjoy the offerings from local eateries leisurely in your own room.
Dude, that's something. Alright. Well, they're probably downstairs, but let's just check.
Welcome to Candidate Norman's selection office. They're in the middle of a very critical meeting, so I'm afraid I can't let you pass. I'm sorry, but if you have business, please come again another time.
Yeah. Not don't care. Hopefully we won't get wrapped up in the election business.
Belden, dude, part-time job. He's taking great steps. For now, I've taken on a part-time job to help with the election. I've just started, but I guess things are going okay. Thankfully, my dad's too busy to have much time to worry about me, it seems like.
Aha. Hello.
You guys. I've heard from Dorothy that you guys solved the little ghost problem.
Yeah, we did, but is Dorothy okay?
She was yammering on drowsily about what happens. Once she was finished, she cooked right out, so I had to put her to bed.
Huh. Well, a hell of a lot happened last night, and she saved our skins. I can't blame her for being kind of tired. Let her rest, okay?
A real reporter can go a good week without sleep when he's got a good scoop. Oh yeah, some of the stuff she was talking about sounded wild. She didn't really explain it all. Mind if I ask you guys a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Estelle gave Niall an outline of their encounter with Blue Blanc and answered his questions.
Alright, I think I get it now. Son of a Phantom Thief B himself is in Liberl, and he's one of those Ouroboros people. Kinda wish I hadn't heard that.
What? Niall, you knew about that masked weirdo?
Oh yeah, he's a famous thief who's caused quite a stir in every major city on the continent. If he wants something, he'll get it, and he always steals things with a big old show. For a phantom, he's got a love of drama, that's for sure.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds like our weirdo, all right.
He even admitted he's Phantom Thief B from these cards, so...
Like I said, though, thievery's one thing, but he's also a lackey of the society. Wouldn't think Ouroboros would have use for someone like him, but at the same time, if they do, it's terrifying.
Niall, I'm curious. Do you intend to write an article about what happened?
Nah, the guild and the Royal Army asked me not to report on anything to do with the society. Probably end up writing about someone's ill-intended crime of pleasure, or something.
With the coup d'etat foiled, the kingdom is beginning to settle. I do see the wisdom in this. There is little sense in terrifying the populace with news of a dangerous secret society just yet.
Yeah, I ain't too happy about it as a reporter, but I have to see where the government's coming from. Still, if anything else happens, tell me about it, yeah?
Of course. Anyway, we're off for size.
Ah, right. I got a draft I need to write up, so I can't see you off, but... Want me to wake Dorothy?
No, it's okay. She's fast asleep, and I'd hate to disturb her. Give her our best when she gets up, okay?
Will do. Be careful, guys.
Yeah.
If anything else crops up, let me know. Later.
So cute.
Alright. Murray! Of course he's out here.
However the election turns out, I'll be on the job here. That's how it's been until now, and it ain't gonna change.
Good for you, Murray. Well then. I think with that, let's head out of here.
Hey, you guys! You're bracers, right?
Yeah, is something wrong? You look kind of frazzled.
There's something I'd like you to investigate urgently. Could you come right now?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, I owe you. So where should we go? Head to Norma's election office. It's on the top floor of the hotel. Here, I'll show you the way.
I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Hurry up and let me go home. I got work to do. Now, calm down. Just bear with us until the bracers arrive. Once their investigation's done, you can leave. Speak of the devil. See, here they are. That sure was fast, Hario.
Yeah, I lucked out and ran into some bracers right away. This is Norman. I'm sure you've seen him on posters around the city.
One of the guys running for mayor, I think. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guilds.
Agate Krosner, also a bracer. Let's get to business. What happened? One of our campaigners, Dels, was injured by someone. In other words, it's an assault case.
An assault? Well, that's never a nice thing to hear. Is the victim okay?
Yes, he's still here. It was unconscious for a bit, but it was, thankfully, nothing serious.
Good to hear it.
There's nothing good about it. The back of my head still hurts like you wouldn't believe.
The back of your head, huh? Were you attacked from behind?
Yes, ma'am. Right out of the blue, too. I was taking a breather on the balcony, and all of a sudden, from behind, thud.
That's pretty foul.
Ouch. Sounds nasty.
When did the attack happen? Give us whatever you can remember about the events before and after.
Sure, it happened today, just after lunch. Norman and I were checking out a potential location for a speech by the bridge. Cooper here had just turned up then. When I talked to him, he said he had some important business with Norman.
What kind of business?
Portal told me to come apologize for that mess on the bridge. It's not like it's all my fault, but I did sort of make it worse.
I see. So you came to say sorry for the scuffle.
Yes, but Norman was still very busy at the time. We'd asked Cooper to wait in the office area. That's when I showed him to this room.
I returned to the hotel not too long afterwards. I entered the room with Hario, who had been waiting outside the office, and there was Dels, unconscious on the balcony.
And Cooper was right there, standing over him.
I'm trying to tell you, why does that make me the criminal? It was already out cold when I'd reached the balcony. I understand what Cooper's saying, but it's only natural to suspect him given the circumstances. There was no one in the room except Cooper and Dels.
Is that true?
After I brought Cooper, I was on watch outside the door. And no one entered until Norman got here. No matter how you look at it, that means these two were alone.
You're sure?
Yeah, it's true, but it's like I said. When I went out to the balcony, Dels was already on the grounds.
So you're saying the crime was committed before you got there? Am I getting that right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank Adios. Finally, there's someone who gets it.
In that case, it'd have to be someone who entered the room before Cooper. Dels, do you remember anything?
It's possible that someone came in. People go in and out of this office all the time, though. Even if someone had, I wouldn't have thought much of it.
Fair enough. It's an election office, so that makes sense.
Huh. Sounds simple enough, at least. The criminal's gotta be one of two people. This guy here, or someone who came into the room before him.
I should be able to narrow it down if we get enough proof. Think we ought to start questioning?
If there's no other useful information, yeah. If you guys noticed anything else or are thinking of something, tell us now. Even if it seems like nothing important. Alright, then I have one more thing I'd like to add. It was something that occurred for me as I was looking through the room after the incident.
Were there signs they'd been rummaged around in?
Not at all. Just the opposite, in fact. It actually felt like it was cleaner than before.
Huh? Is a serial cleaner on the loose?
One way to interpret it would be as a disguise to hide the fact that the room had been searched. Of course, it appears they went too far, inadvertently arousing suspicion in the process. That's not a bad train of thought. Incidentally, who are you?
I was waiting for that question. I am a traveling bard, a poetic soul wandering the wilds, a genius
Sure, but if nothing's been stolen, then isn't the idea that it's a disguise pretty weak? At this stage, I don't think there's any point in worrying about motive.
I agree.
You've grown even bolder since our last rendezvous, Estelle. Your training at TLoH was most fruitful. You're simply stunning.
Olivier. Just ignore him. Now, if there's nothing else here you could tell us, we should get to questioning.
Yeah. Well, seems she knows when to shorten the leash now. Good luck with the investigation. We'll come report once we have an answer. Good. We're counting on you to get to the bottom of this.
Now, how should we go about things? I mean, this hotel is pretty big.
We should probably split into 2 groups. You and the princess make some rounds while I keep an eye on this dumbass. These 2 are our assistants, yeah? Let's make them assist.
Good point. Ready to kick some investigation butt, Chloe?
Of course. Assisting companions is only natural for a hunter of love.
You sure don't miss a beat, do you?
Alright, listen up. We need to gather information on the suspect first. If you go around asking about Cooper, something should turn up. If you end up getting a picture on who our guy is, come tell me.
So once we found the criminal, go report to you? No problem. Let's go see what we can find out.
Alright, it's questioning time. We gotta get to the bottom of this mystery, the whodunit. Who thud it? Who thudded Dels in the back of the heads? Okay, everybody. This is Carl from the future. During editing, I figured out that I was doing this quest in a roundabout way. I was following dead ends. I was missing the important clues, so I decided to redo it so that there's better flow in the episode and it doesn't take up all the time in the world. So let's go questioning. Let's ask about Cooper. I lost consciousness immediately, so I didn't see who hit me. Even catching a glance would have been better than nothing at all.
Alright.
What do you know about Cooper? Cooper's face went white as a sheet the moment he saw us. He was surely dismayed at having been witnessed at the crime scene.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions.
Norman. Cooper was standing next to Dels, who was lying on the ground. He looked at me and seemed very surprised. He wasn't excited or worked up, but he did appear tremendously shocked.
Alright, what about you then, mister?
I'll say it as many times as you like. I only found Dels. If we'd been fighting, someone would have heard a sound, but no one said anything, did they? Of course they didn't, because I was politely seated on the sofa.
A sound, you say? That's a new clue. So now we can choose to ask people about the sounds and they will say something new. A sound, you say? That would probably be the sound of me getting hit. Heard a hell of a bang in my head, that's for sure. And the whole gist is that we gotta ask the right people at the right time about the right clue. And there's gonna be a lot of them. So let's go looking around the hotel. Let's see who else we could question here. If we go down to the base... Oh, Belden, what are you doing with the pots? Sounds. A sound? I didn't really hear anything. Likely story. All right, let's ask him about Cooper. When Cooper came to the hotel, I was in the lobby. I don't know. He looked angry, I guess. I thought something might happen. And then, just like I thought, something happened. All right, that's a clue. Angry. Why did Cooper look angry? Oh, we should ask the man. Why are you angry? I was angry? Pfft, that's crazy. If you're gonna say that, Harrio's attitude was way worse than mine, I think. The moment he saw me, he made this real nasty face. Try asking around about Harrio. I bet you'll turn up some dirt. Him and Dels are rivals competing to be the number 2 in Norman's camp. I'm sure they couldn't come to terms that ended up in a tussle. Huh. Let's ask around about Harrio. Who have we not asked? Ernest, at the front desk. What do you know about Harrio? You doubt even Harrio? He isn't the kind of person to resort to violence. Harrio is the most loyal man. He would never commit such a criminal act.
Well, okay, you make a... Oh! Oh! Are you done questioning in the office?
Yeah, we're done. How's it going on your end?
It's going okay, I guess. I'm still checking out stuff.
Just don't slack off.
Leave it to me. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Let's ask Ernest about Hario again, now that our friends are here. This is one of the clues I was sorely missing.
You still doubt Hario? Hario is the most loyal man. He would never commit such a criminal act. It's impossible for him to be the criminal.
But what is it? What's on your mind?
If you're hiding something, you should spit it out. Trying to hide things only bites you in the ass most of the time.
I'm sorry.
Feel like talking?
Yes, actually. I saw him. I saw Hario on the second floor.
When was that?
Right after lunch. Hario went out with Norman, but... However, shortly after that, Hario came back and ran up to the second floor.
Whoa, that's kind of important to know.
Estelle, you go after this lead. We're gonna check around here for a bit longer.
Got it. You mean I'm gonna go do the important work while you're just gonna idle in the corner? Alright, I see how it is. Who have we not talked to? Old Man Murray. You gotta know a thing or two about lunch, right?
About lunch? I went to eat at 11 tar today. I've always been in the habit of going out to lunch as soon as I hear the bell toll.
The bell toll? The bell on the Langham Bridge. Remember? It rang when the bridge went up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did ring.
It always rings at certain times, see? I use it in place of a clock.
That's sure convenient. Kinda big to use in place of a clock, though. Hey, Estelle? It might be good to ask some people about the bell toll. Huh? Why? They should be able to clearly remember the sound of a bell ringing. It might act as a guidepost for their memory, like with Mr. Murray. Ah, I get it. Nice, Chloe. Very intellectual advice. You flatter me.
Not sure what you two are giggling about, but glad I was able to help.
You sure were. Okay, let's go ask around. Right. Murray's always the best. I knew he'd come in clutch one of these days. I mean, he already helped us out with the speedboats. Let's ask about the bell toll.
The noon bridge bell?
Yes, at that time I was preparing the guest rooms.
Once that was finished, I next organized the utensils. Someone had cleaned the plates in the office, so I was able to finish work quickly.
The office plates were cleaned? So that means there was someone who went into the office after lunch?
Indeed. While I was preparing the guest rooms, they cleaned up, it seems. The plates were stacked at the front. Of course, exactly which kind of guest it was, I couldn't say, unfortunately.
Ah, too bad. Guess we'll have to ask around ourselves.
Alright, now comes the slightly more obtuse part. I feel like we should go talk to Murray again. Murray probably knows something new now about sounds.
Oh, sounds. Thinking about it, I did hear a loud noise from above.
Above from here? You mean the balcony?
Probably around there, yeah. It was an impressive sound, like something had run into something else with a schmack. Can't recall exactly when I'd heard it, though.
That's too bad. Still, this is all good stuff to know. Thanks, sir.
Oh. The plot thickens. What do you know about the bell toll, Murray?
That was the Langham Bridge bell. We citizens of Ruan hear it on a daily basis, I'll have you know. Speaking of the sound of a bell.
Did you remember something?
No, you asked about it a second ago, didn't you? That big sound.
Ah, the sound. Like something smacking into something, right?
Yeah, that thing. Well, I remember something now. That sound happened as if it were timed to the bell. At least to my ears.
Timed to the bell. So basically, you heard the sound of the bell at roughly the same time as that big sound?
Well, if you want to make it sound all boring, yeah.
If that sound was something caused by the criminal, then someone without an alibi when the bell rang is the criminal. Yeah, we should check out people we suspect.
Oh, it's getting good.
All right, let's figure out what Norman's business is. Let's see where he was when the bell tolled, mister. Let's see. Let's ask about the bell toll.
When did the bridge bell ring? It went off when Harrio and I were checking out the speech site together.
Harrio was there too?
Yes, he was already there. Just as the bell was ringing, Cooper showed up. I then asked Harrio to show him to the hotel.
I see. Then it's sure. So then, Estelle, there's no connection between the sound Murray heard and Harrio. Yeah, not just Harrio, but Cooper seems in the clear too. The sound Murray heard was just after the bell finished ringing, but both men could prove they were with Norman at the time. In other words, whoever made that sound was neither Harrio nor Cooper. This virtually eliminates any chance of them being the criminal. Exciting stuff. All right, we're starting to check people off. Belden, I got a couple of questions for you, my man. How about this whole cleaning up business?
Who cleaned up the dishes in the office? Don't know. I wouldn't go to that much trouble. I've been killing time in the hotel basement after lunch.
All right. Murray, can you double check some things for me? What if I ask you about lunch?
I went to the Lavantar for lunch today. I've always been in the habit of going out to lunch as soon as I hear the bell toll.
Sounds like a nice enough routine. You have to go through the hotel to get there though, right?
Yep, that I do. I can't fly across the sea now, can I?
Good points. So, did you see anyone in the hotel at the time?
Well, Ernest was on the first floor, of course, but the rest was real quiet.
Huh? There was no one there?
Yeah, I'd say so. The basement and first floor were both pretty quiet when I passed through. Norman's son was there when I came back, though.
Norman's son? Oh, you mean Belden? Yeah, that's more than enough.
No, it was nothing.
So Murray says he didn't see anyone going through the hotel. Belden says he was hanging out in the basement. Something's not right here. All right, Belden, cleaning up.
Who cleaned up the dishes in the office? Dunno, I wouldn't go to that much trouble. I've been killing time in the hotel basement after lunch.
Were you really in the basement the whole time?
What? Why?
There's someone who passed through the basement right after the bell rang. According to their testimony, no one was there.
That can't be right. I was right here the whole time.
So we can't establish an alibi. Just in case, we should probably ask around about Belden too. Ah, I see. Sneaky. Well, that's gonna give us an interesting little clue right here. I'd say let's go back to Norman now. Let's talk about cleaning up.
Who could have done it? All I know is that they were cleaned while I was away.
So, you don't know either, sir?
I'm afraid not. I don't know who it was, but I worry that I may have left them a terrible impression.
Pardon? What do you mean?
In truth, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. I left quite a lot of the paella I got for lunch uneaten. I'd requested that Ernest get me one of the special paellas in secret, yet left it virtually untouched. It's embarrassing to think back on how wasteful that was.
I see. Must be really stressful to be running in an election. So, whoever cleaned the room would know exactly what Norman ate for lunch. Curious. Very curious. Belden, just want to stop by again. You know how it is. Let's talk about lunch. After I ate lunch on the first floor, I was in the basement the whole time. Come on, why would I lie about something like that? Still, you know what? My dad's pretty unfair. He feeds us normal boring stuff, then gets a special paella just for himself. Huh? Wait a sec.
What? What is it this time? Did I say something weird?
No, it's just... Hey, Belden. You said you ate lunch on the first floor, right?
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
Norman ate on the second floor. How did you know what Norman ate when you were on the first floor?
That. I saw it afterwards, Sorry, my bad. Yeah, actually, I heard from someone else. I don't remember who said it, though. Maybe you should investigate that next?
That's so obviously suspicious.
Indeed, it's quite suspicious. So, we know he knows about the lunch. He doesn't really have an alibi. I think it's about time we talk to Agate here and report in.
Got a mark? So, who's your suspect?
Who is the criminal? I'm gonna say Belden.
The Raven kid, huh? You got some proof, right? First, explain the reason you discounted the original suspect.
What refutes Cooper's involvement? Is it instinct? Come on, it's obvious. Or is it fact?
He has a solid alibi.
Cooper was outside when the sound was heard. Norman's testimony corroborates this, so we can say for sure it's accurate. If that was the sound of the crime being committed, then there's a very small chance Cooper is the criminal.
I see. And at the same time, we can also throw out any suspicion of Hario.
Yeah, it does. Hario met up with Norman, so we're sure.
Next, you need to explain the suspect's crime. What kind of proof do you have?
What explains Belden's involvement? Instinct. He just is? Or fact? He has no alibi.
The proof is his alibi. I have valuable testimony that refutes his alibi. Cooper and Hario have already been cleared as the culprits, so this person remains as the final possibility.
Yeah, by process of elimination, it does turn out that way. Ultimately, though, that's nothing but circumstantial evidence. Do you have any more decisive proof?
What evidence supports the theory that Belden is the criminal? Is it instinct? Lucky guess? Or is it a contradiction?
He knew about the special paella.
I don't know if it's decisive, but something did bother me, and that's a testimony about the special paella.
Oh? And what's that?
Yeah, so Belden testified that he ate lunch on the first floor, but somehow he saw the paella that Norman ate. He even knew that Norman barely ate it.
In other words, he went to the second floor. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Alright, I get it. Let's call Belden in and hear what he's got to say. We can't go straight to an arrest with the proof we have on hand.
Okay, got it.
Belden's in trouble. What? Why did you call me? I didn't do anything.
Now, calm down. Nothing's been decided here.
If you help us with the investigation, you can go home right away.
Help?
Yeah, we just want you to be frank with us. Where did you go after lunch?
Like I said, I was in the basement.
Bull. As long as you keep lying, you're not getting out of here.
You weren't in the basement the whole time. We already know that.
If you didn't do anything wrong, then just be honest and tell the truth. Or is the truth too scary to admit?
Fine, I'll talk. Today, after lunch, I went to the office. I went to go clean up.
Clean up? So the person who returned the plates to the front was...
Yeah, it was me. Everyone seemed busy, so I figured I'd clean up. While I was cleaning up, I thought I tidied the office, but... I didn't think that'd happen.
Huh? Hold on, you're not making sense. You just cleaned up after, right? What does that have anything to do with the case?
I've got an idea.
Yeah, actually...
I see. I understand Belden came to this room to clean, but I'm not sure how that correlates. What does that have to do with the assault on Dallas?
It has a lot to do with it. Well, let's hear him say it himself.
Hey, go tell him.
Yeah. Well, once I finished cleaning the room, I thought I'd head back. But since I tidied up a lot of stuff, the room was real dusty. I thought I'd open the balcony door to air it out, but my hands were full of plates. I didn't have any choice. So I, kicked the door as hard as I could. Wait, you mean the door?
Yep, it's exactly what you think. That door is the criminal that knocked out Dels. The door flying open slammed right into the back of your head.
In other words, the truth of the case is an unlucky accident. What? So then, I'm innocent, right?
Seems like it.
Phew, man, oh man. Finally free and clear. Still, what a mess. Why didn't you volunteer this information at the beginning? If you just told us the truth, things wouldn't have gone nearly this far.
I'm sorry.
Come on, he's telling the truth now. Give him a break, okay? He had the courage to talk about it in the end, so everything worked out.
As the victim here, I'd just like to forgive and forget. It's already clear that this was all a misunderstanding. Of course, I'd like him to be a bit more careful opening doors in the future if he could. Dels, I'm really sorry. And you too, Cooper. You almost got turned into a criminal.
You don't need to worry about me. I'm in the clearing. That's good enough for me.
Well, that settles things.
Thank goodness.
Also, Belden, whatever you decide to do in life, know that the decision is yours and yours alone. I know you can do it.
Really?
Yeah. Make sure you keep it up. Well, that's our report. Bracers, I'm sorry for today. It seems we've taken up a great deal of your time over just a big mistake.
Nah, don't worry about it. This is part of the job too.
Well then, we're off.
Thank you guys so much.
Really, I'm very sorry. Take care.
Phew. Well, that's done and over with. Finally. I wouldn't have dreamed it would end like that, though.
Truth is always stranger than fiction. However, as your valued assistant, I take great pride in our completion of this most puzzling assignment.
You didn't do a damn thing. Oh, but I really do appreciate your help, Chloe. You gave a ton of good advice. It was a big help during the investigation. I'm always happy to help. There's no need to thank me though, Estelle. Right. I guess you two are our support staff already, aren't you?
Yep. We'll have you do what needs to be done. Okay, let's get going.
Next up is the size region.
Quest selection office all completed! And with that, we can go back to Carl from the past.
Mama's been staring at that poster for a while. The guy on the poster isn't even that cool.
Yeah, that's right. You should vote on someone based on their coolness. All clear. Plus hidden quests. Ba-dung, ba-dung, ba-dung. Nice! Rank up. Septium Vein Quartz. Good work. Seems to safely achieved your goal. That's the last quest in this timeline of Ruan. With that, Septium Vein. It requires 2. Increases all types of sepith dropped by monsters. And 5 earth, 3 water. That's pretty huge, honestly. So I'm gonna pop that on Estelle, since she's always with us. That gives us Earth Lance, which is nice. Petrify Clouds, which is also really cool. All right, and Tira. Perfect. Okay, with that, we've been playing for quite some time. Is the bridge up? Ruan Tourism, vote for Norman, please. The bridge is not up. Okay, well, we're going to be leaving for size, but that is going to have to happen in the next episode. So next episode is going to be the big travel episode. I can't settle on an angle. This will have to do.
yeah, some quests in Ruan just to wrap us up, but I am ready to get going to Sice, see little Tita, and have a great time. So tune in next time to see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.